This video is brought to you in part by Backyard Wrestling History. Go and subscribe to their channel. Enjoy. Welcome to Madness, my Hatters. In this world, you will find strange tales, twisted adventures, and curious thoughts that dare to challenge the boundaries of imagination. Welcome to Diary of the Mad Hatter. Guy that, whether you met him or not, in the business that you have just hated?
Disco Inferno.
that took no time.
God damn, I fucking hate Disco Inferno.
You wasted no time. Okay, so I always tell people, or I started telling people, I gotta remind myself to stop saying the time of day when I make these videos. Because that was a really bad thing a really bad habit, because somebody could be watching it in the evening and I probably started it in the morning. That being said, hello, my Hatters. Happy New Year's. I know we're like halfway through the month and everything, but I definitely appreciate being invited here today with my two best friends, Phil and I forgot how I wanted Jauquin. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, good morning, gentlemen. Shit, I didn't I?
Who cares? Who cares? We record this in the morning, so we have time to get lunch afterwards. Big whoop.
I could definitely go for a lunch right now, because the way things went for me this morning. Ugh.
Well, I mean, you're the Mad Hatter too. You don't have to get time right. You know, that's the whole point of that character in the Lewis Carroll books, yeah.
Well, that's
birthdays and all that.
Yeah, and not to mention the tea. I think that was where I had it worse, because I had a tea problem. I had a really bad tea problem. Don't tell anybody. I hope the secret is safe with you guys and the internet. So, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I actually didn't want to do this collaboration because of some kind of or anything like that. I honestly just wanted to spend time with my best friends. That's the main reason I showed up here today.
We've been fooled.
We've been fooled. Look, so I actually did want to start by saying, first off, Phil is a genius, right? He's a genius. He's been doing this a lot longer than the rest of us had. We've actually talked about this last year, about when you started doing the tapes for Backyard Wrestling, which, by the way, go to Redbubble and get those, because those things are nice.
Backyard Wrestling History.
Backyard Wrestling History, because I love the channel. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I even watched some of that stuff you did 10 years ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I enjoy it. So I had a question. I had a question for you guys.
Go ahead, shoot.
The first thing that I wanted to talk about is, and we've talked about it individually, I've seen you guys talk about it with each other, is the last match. And that's what I'm dubbing it as, the last match, where you guys had the last match, and I believe your video was calling it "When You Lose Your Cool."
Yeah.
And I've talked to you guys individually about it, and Jauquin actually watched that interview, and we had a conversation about it, and it was like, I was happy that you guys saw that understanding or whatnot. What was the first thing that happened at the end of that match after the cameras went off?
So I was very young. I was very immature at the time. I was very hot because I set all these unrealistic expectations for myself, and then when it didn't meet those expectations, I got real mad. So I remember just it taking me some time to cool down. Do you remember what happened after that?
I remember feeling shameful and guilty, and then I also felt really sad because Phil was the first person I ever met when I moved into California, outside of my cousins, that I could really consider a friend. And from there, we built this whole thing with all these people, and it's like, yeah, I had the debate team and chess club and stuff, but it was like that foundational group of friends and an activity that I look forward to doing. 2 weekends and a break. And I wasn't sure when I was going to be able to hang out with any of these people ever again after that. I didn't know what the future was going to be. So I was very sad about that, you know, because it was hitting me like, this is the end. And it was less about the quality of the match and more about like saying goodbye to an era, potentially saying goodbye to people that I thought were really good friends. And I was crying. You know what I mean? Like tears were hitting my face because this had meant so much to me. This was like, this is everything.
Yeah,
you know
I definitely remember it was very much an end of an era because we had wrestled in my backyard for years and years at that point, and the time was coming where it was finally like, all right, enough's enough, and we were gonna figure out what the next chapter was gonna be. So for a lot of us, we didn't know, are we gonna keep wrestling after this? Is this it? Did I just have my last match? Or is this just the end of this chapter and another one's coming? So I remember emotions being very high that day.
Stay tuned for the next clip. Till then, check out Backyard Wrestling History. And as always, a reminder that kindness is free, and I'm cheap as fuck. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, stay mad, my